Hey guys, my name's Janell if you're new here. I mostly make videos about minimalism, and this video is going to be maybe 50 or so things that I stopped buying since I have become a minimalist about 5 years ago. Quick thing, I did get a new tattoo. I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but if you ever want to see a tattoo tour or a video like that from me, let me know and I would love to make that for you guys. I will say I learned a lot of these habits not necessarily because of minimalism, because I grew up dirt poor and I was broke as fuck when I was in college, and that has all changed in the last year and a half or so. Minimalism has kept me with some maybe poor habits that make minimalism easier, and I feel like there's not a lot of people who talk about being broke and minimalism, and one day I'll make more videos about that. But yeah, minimalism has definitely kept me living not necessarily a super frugal life since I've escaped poverty and have a degree in work and stuff, but it does help me keep a lot of habits that you will find out after watching this video. Some of these habits are really personal to me and you don't have to follow them at all, it's just what I prefer. And then a lot of these things I think would be beneficial to a lot of people. So pick and choose which ones you might like. So the first thing, I no longer own or buy because I'm a minimalist. I don't buy or own high maintenance items. So I no longer do my nails anymore. I kind of got out of that habit because of nursing school, and I just stopped doing it completely, got rid of all of my nail polish. I don't like maintaining my nails, having to redo them and take it off. For me, it's something I really enjoy. I also no longer own a duvet cover because it was kind of a high maintenance thing for me. I also don't own anything that's super large and frail like glass because they are large, heavy, bulky to move, and very fragile, and I move pretty often. This is a big one. I don't buy special occasion clothes, so heels, dresses, going out outfits, wedding outfits, stuff like that. I have one suit for an interview, and I have one nice dress that I'm gonna wear to weddings, I wore to my graduation, and things like that. I used to spend a lot of money on special occasion clothes that I wore once or twice in my lifetime versus spending a lot less money on things that I wore every single day. And so my spending on those things has flipped a lot since I've become a minimalist. I no longer buy things in bulk or multiples of items. Like candles, shampoo, toiletries, certain food products, cleaning products. So I just buy one at a time, and I don't have lots of backups or multiples, or when something's on sale, I don't feel the need to buy 4 or 5 of those things while they're cheap in order to save money or something like that. I still like to shop, so I use those times when it's time for me to shop for those items to quench my shopping urge and thirst a little bit. And so usually every grocery trip or so I'm looking for like a new dish soap or a new body soap or a lotion or something like that, and that kind of keeps the shopping urge at bay. Also for candles, I'm not a huge candle person, but I do like having a candle, and I just own one at a time. When that one gets low, I start looking for another one. So I no longer buy experimental makeup as a minimalist unless I'm replacing something or I know I want a specific product. I also no longer buy meaningless mass-produced plastic products like wall decal. That's from Target. That's kind of cute, but it's really mass produced. I also don't buy like trinkets or knickknacks or anything like that anymore. I do still like to really buy wall art. I'm actually going to show you something I just bought. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is some pressed flowers and a folding glass frame type of thing. But I told myself from now on I'm only buying unique creative art pieces like that the local artist or an artist made, or from a shop or something like that, like this is from. And I'm only gonna buy art really when I'm traveling, and those will be my souvenirs. And it's slowly gonna go up on this mural mismatch wall thing that I'm gonna slowly create and take with me to places that I live. I am no longer buying art or any trinkets or anything like that have to be laid on top of a table or a coffee table or anything like that, because it's kind of annoying to dust around and clean. So I'm no longer buying any like decorative items that take up surface space on some type of surface, like a countertop or a table, if that makes sense. I no longer buy things that don't fill a space up in my wardrobe. For example, right now, whenever I go shopping, I kind of have a list in the back of my mind of things that I need. Right now, it's a cute kind of dainty pair of sandals. I really would like to find a watch that I enjoy. I need some new shoes for work. And just recently, I bought a casual jacket. I haven't had a real casual jacket for 2 years, but I wouldn't buy one that I didn't really enjoy. But I'm really excited to have this new jacket. So when I go shopping, I'm not just endlessly searching for whatever I enjoy. I have a goal and a plan in mind. Something I buy less of, not necessarily none of, is books. I listen to a lot of books on Audible, and then I got a library card from my local library, and that allows me to get a lot of audiobooks and books downloaded onto my Kindle, and I don't actually have to go to the library ever except for the sign up for the card, which is really cool. I no longer buy fancy kitchen gadgets. I'm not a huge chef. I cook just to survive. I don't really enjoy cooking that much, and so it didn't make sense for me to buy all of these fancy things that I know I'll never use. I like to keep cooking pretty simple, and my meals are usually pretty simple. I stopped buying cheap or really expensive jewelry. For example, something from Forever 21, it's usually trash quality and it won't last for a long time. I also don't buy things that are very small. I don't buy them very expensive because I tend to lose those things, like earrings. I never buy CVDs, DVDs, any type of entertainment that I can get digitally. I didn't buy these things beforehand because I couldn't afford them, and now I realize I don't need those things, especially now with Spotify and all those other types of services. I no longer spend money on feminine hygiene products. I don't buy those things. I have a menstrual cup and I have some cloth pads and cloth underwears. I will put a link in the description down below if you want to see a video about that. I don't own or spend money on trendy new technology, kind of like Apple Watches, Fitbits, anything like that. Especially something like an Apple Watch that's always asking for your attention. That's right here. I would find really annoying. I don't spend money on expensive one-use items. Namely, this is for like events, like you're having a birthday party. Not willing to spend a bunch of money on something you're going to use for one day, like party hats, and then just throw them away. I think it's really wasteful, but also it's a waste of money. I won't spend money on low quality gears, mainly when it comes to my laptop, my camera, and my video editing equipment. If I was just getting started, that would be different. But when I was in college, I worked 3 jobs, one job almost full-time, so I could save up enough money to buy this laptop, and I'm so glad, and it was so worth the investment. I don't buy things I straight up don't need. I don't buy dryer sheets. I don't buy cable TV. I don't buy shaving gel because you can use coconut oil or any other soap honestly works. I don't spend money on just-in-case items. And the one thing that came to mind a lot when I thought about this was spending money to entertain company. I do have people over, but it's always super casual. It's not some formal occasion. I don't spend money on a guest room or guest bedding or anything like that. I no longer buy things for my fantasy self. I want to make a different video on this, but your fantasy self is kind of like who you imagine yourself to be, and that fantasy self is very different from your reality self. I really like the whole boho, modern, minimal hippie look. I love the idea of dresses and cute like Jesus sandals and stuff, but those things are uncomfortable. I don't like dresses because they're hard for me to wear. Even then, I hardly wear them on top of that. I also no longer buy wired bras. I don't buy rings to wear on my fingers and things like that. They're uncomfortable, and comfort is a lot more important to me than how I look. I no longer buy souvenirs, except for art. On my last trip, I actually slipped and I bought a bunch of refrigerator magnets. Yeah, it was a reminder to myself that I don't need these things, but they're kind of cute magnets, so I can't be that mad. I no longer worry about buying the male or female version of products. It's actually really interesting. I read this article a while back. I don't know if it's right and I couldn't find it, but it said something along the lines that female version of products usually have a lot more heavy metals and a lot more carcinogenic ingredients than the exact same male counterpart product, like a Dove deodorant versus a men's Dove deodorant. I also don't do impulse buys, so usually when I go to the grocery store, there's always something I'm like, this sounds good, and I'll put it in my cart, and right before I am about to check out, I'll go through my cart and be like, how many of these things are impulse buys, and I make myself get rid of one of them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if there's any tips and tricks that I didn't really list here that would help you a lot, let me know down below too. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been really nice here on YouTube lately. I hope you all are doing well. I will see you soon. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.